The Enclave was once the heart of magical development and trade for practitioners of magic all across the Maida Basin. Not all weavers claimed it as their home, but those that did built a legacy of progress, constructs, and innovation. The likes of which have not been seen since the Surge, almost half a century ago, when a cascade of arcane disasters racked the Maida, and without warning, the Enclave sealed itself away behind a magical wall known as the Veil. Rich and powerful leaders were wounded and killed. Decades of war broke out. Every nation suffered an economic collapse. The world is calmer now, but magic has been shunned, taking the blame for decades of unrest. Weavers remain pariahs, to this day. Most places tolerate us if we don't stay too long. While some weavers remember what it was like before the Surge, I've never known a time when weavers had a home. I chose this life years ago, but I'd be lying if I said it has lived up to all I hoped it would be. Stop! Still, my luck might be changing. A few weeks ago, I began traveling with a new weaver band. Now, they've brought me here, where it all began.
Oh.
Home.
Ah. Thanks.
Bryn! Over here.
Hello again, gamers out there. This is GamerPauly. Right, I wasn't talking there for a second. I didn't want to talk over the intro. This is Eternal Strands, my plays and chats video review of, developed and published by Yellow Brick Games. A free review code was provided through the Terminals website. So thank you to Yellow Brick Games and Terminals for providing me with a free review code. The game is currently available on Steam and consoles. On Steam, it is currently priced at £33.50. I don't know the console price, but I'd imagine it'll be a similar price. This is an action adventure game that I played the demo of. It was okay, what I played the demo of, but this is the full game. So I imagine I'll be probably playing this for around somewhere between 40 to 60 minutes. It looks like it is quite a long game. Right, that bit out of the way, let's get back to the intro. And as soon as the intro is finished, I'll carry on talking to you guys and then play the game.
What do you think?
When you told me that joining your band meant I'd see the Veil, I wasn't picturing this.
No one's been this close in years. The base is shrouded in tangles. Weavers have known about this safe zone in the Veil's shadow for decades, but no one has found a route into it. Until now. You have no idea what I had to do to puzzle out this passage.
I definitely want to hear that story later.
My hope is that we're going to find artifacts from the Enclave itself deeper into the shadow. I'll stay to oversee the camp setup. Why don't you take the preliminary scouting expedition?
Really?
Of course. It's important for the other weavers to see how you do in the field. The map I bartered for in Tarza suggests there's a watchtower deeper into the valley. Shouldn't be too far from where we are.
That's my first landmark, then?
Yes. It should help us get our bearings before we start the search for the Strand Road. And if you make any discoveries, that will endear you to the band.
For sure. I'd love to find my footing with the rest of them.
I'll act as the watcher on the scry and pull you back if anything gets too dangerous. Just steer clear of the tangles. Any questions before you head out?
Right, okay, there's quite a lot of dialogue in the game. Right, I'm itching to get out there. Tell her I don't have any questions. She's mentioned the Strand Road. Ask her what that is. This might be a little strange, but ask her to explain the scry. Well, I'm itching to get out
No
there.
questions
I
from
just want to
me.
get on with the game.
I'm ready to head to the watchtower.
Glad to hear it. You can head out then.
Obviously, if you guys want to play the game, you can explore the dialogue options more. I just need to get on with it for the sake of the video review. Right. Kind of a cel-shaded look to the game. So you control this lady here. Left stick to move.
No visuals on the scry. Can you hear me?
I can. Some interference, though.
Must be the tangles. Still, strong enough to pull you out like you practiced. Dom?
Click in the left stick to sprint. Observe. What are we going to observe?
Even more impressive up close.
Visual-wise, it's not too bad. I've got it on epic settings. When I played the demo, it's on the same. It didn't struggle at all.
This shall magnify the enchantment and...
Ah, thanks. Got visuals back.
The Veil shadow is incredible. Never seen anything like it.
Tangles. Beautiful.
And deadly. Give them a wide berth. The closer you get to the Veil, the thicker they'll become.
Its shadow is believed to be impenetrable.
Until now.
Yeah, visually, it reminds you a little bit of Fortnite, doesn't it? That kind of Fortnite cel-shaded look to it. Yeah, even this, like with the breaking of the boxes and the picking up of the stuff, like resources, it does remind you a little bit of Fortnite. I think it may have been made in the Unreal Engine as well. Let's get back, do a sprint, and we'll jump over.
It's completely frozen.
The game is quite dialogue heavy from when I played the demo. There's a lot of talking. At least I don't have to read any of it, thankfully. Weaver's Grasp. Lifts and moves objects and creatures. A purple aura marks valid targets, while those marked red are too heavy for the current level of the strand. LT to prepare the strand. Hold RT to cast. Release RT to throw it forward. Obviously, I know how to do
We should
this
expect enchantments to act
from the
strangely this
demo.
close to the
You
Veil.
literally just grab whatever bit you want,
See those
like
blobs?
Tetris, pull it out,
Infernal
and then
aliens.
slam it
Bust
to wherever you want.
So if I toss one at the wall, its fire will melt the ice.
You can throw them at enemies as well.
Best to use kinetic magic to keep clear of the blast.
We're burning. What the hell? Oh, climb the wall, duh. Silly me.
Vitality tonics on your belt. Take a swig if you need it.
And yeah, like, we'll do that. We need to heal, obviously. Okay, so there's absolutely tons of stuff to pick up. When I played the demo of this, it was constant. It was constant resource collecting.
Perfect. Knowing the watchtower's relative position establishes the distance to the Strand Road. You can come back to... What is that?
Coral. There were rumors of a living mineral that grew deep beneath the Enclave's surface. It seems they were true.
There's more of it in that cave. I could take a closer look.
Too risky to deviate from the plan. First outing was just to reach the watchtower.
This is going well. I say we check it out before finishing the expedition.
we shall do just that. We will check it out. Yeah, the frames per second I'm getting may not be amazing, but the game's been pretty smooth. I've got no issues at all. You just grab onto that. I think the mountains look pretty bland, but then it has got that kind of Fortnite cel-shaded look. I wouldn't class the game's graphics as a stunner in any way, shape, or form, to be honest. But they do the job. It's the style of the game. It's what they want the game to look like.
Beautiful. I've never seen anything like it.
Darm's right about it being a living mineral. I can feel it humming with magic.
Wait, I'm losing...
Aurea?
Oh, we got a big fucker. Some sort of freaky looking dragon thing. Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. Let's scoot. Run, 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 run. Run away! Oh, we got some monsters.
Was that a drake?
Yeah, thank God for that. That buggered off.
Pulling you out.
Got these weird spiky looking things.
His breath. I knew this was a bad idea.
We can't
Okay,
extract...
time for a scrap.
Darm,
So you can
fixed
lock
it.
on, like most games,
And
B
Lane
for
have
dodge.
tonics on standby for her return.
LB will block with your shield. And then attack. Plus you got charged attack as well, just hold down X. So pretty much everything that you smash or kill drops some resources of some description. We've got another one coming at me. So these first enemies that you
Head
come
out of the
across
cave
are
so we
pretty
can get our
simple
bearings.
and don't take much effort to kill at all. Got a couple of chests there. Don't think we've got anything hidden up here. And similar to what you saw with the wall, you can use the Strands thing and you can pull that out and throw it. You can throw them at the enemies as well, like I said. So you can use them to attack, or you can use them to blow up things. You don't need to pull them all out, just enough to get you by. Big dude is back again. The little guys fuck off because the big dude is here. I don't know if we've got to fight this thing or not. I can't quite remember. Nope, he's buggered off again. But the fire's coming, so we're going to run or we're going to
It's
burn.
an ash peak drake.
LB to change strands. And you literally, you change to the ice wall. The ice wall rapidly freezes water in the air to create chunks of ice, useful for pinning foes of all sizes or creating ledges or bridges. The distant targets aim at the furthest point and draw the ice closer. LT to prepare the strand, RT to cast, just like the
Quick,
previous
your
one.
frost magic can cool a path.
So literally, you've got to basically, similar to Prey on the Xbox, where you squirt the little squidgy gun over. You stand on this to get past. And I couldn't be bothered in the demo, so I ended up just running past it like I've done.
Lane, got anything from the map?
So yeah, that's essentially what you're meant to
There
do.
should be a minor
Create the
patrol
path
car
for
that
the ice
loops back
over
to
it.
the watchtower. Oh, it runs close to the Vale, though.
It's our only option.
I'm on it.
And
Aurea,
you can also
that
use
drake's
your,
acting like-
your ice power to freeze
Let's
the
just
enemies
focus
as
on
well,
getting
like
out
that.
of this.
And then while they're frozen,
I'll go
you can
back
get
unpacking
stuck
my
in
bag.
and kill them. As I said, like everything in the game, drops a resource or something. It does kind of look and feel a little bit like Fortnite, as I've already said several times, without obviously running around shooting each other. If someone told me they'd used the Fortnite engine to make it, I wouldn't be surprised. It does really look and feel like it. Not that I'm a fan of Fortnite, I'm just saying for the sheer look of the game. Oh, another spiky dude. Couple of spiky dudes. I like the main character. I like the way the main character looks. She reminds me a little bit of Aloy. With a kind of like the paint down the face. Similar sort of look. Oh! The big dragon has snatched the little spiky dudes. He's obviously hungry.
Damn it, Casman was right. That drake is rotting. Erratic flight. Aggressive. It won't stop.
Skies, what do we do?
We get you back to the caravan fast.
Yeah, so there's always something to smash and collect on this. You'll be doing it a lot. I didn't actually do any crafting on the demo, but I've collected a ton of stuff that you would use to craft. And now it's telling us that we can switch to the bow. Is what
Clear
we'll
line
do.
of fire. Good time to use
You've
your
got your
bow.
melee, you've got your bow. Oh. Basically, your RB, you hold it down, and then you let go to shoot. Great for taking out enemies at long range. I can actually hit the damn thing. Nope, I'm just going to stand here and burn to death. Now, I'll spend more time burning to death, I think, than I will hitting this bloody thing.
If I'm reading the map correctly, following this brook should lead to the path guards used to reach the watchtower prior to the surge.
Change back to my sword and shield. I think, if I remember correctly, we had a map of sorts. So I'll have a look. Quests, inventory, system. No, we don't have a map of sorts. So basically that's your quest log. Tells you your current and side objectives. We've got another strand thing again. Pull these out and they won't explode, so we'll spend time pulling them out so we can move on. And there we go, that's them all pulled out so we can carry on with our journey. Ooh. Got a heal before I end up dying.
That drake is never far behind. Just keep going.
Yeah, so combat-wise is okay, but it's nothing I haven't seen before. And I've played a lot of these third-person games. To be brutally honest, the game is nothing I haven't seen before. When I played the demo, there wasn't anything in it that made me think, wow, you know. This is something completely new and different. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't anything that revolutionary. I didn't really feel like, you know, I was playing anything new. visually, it's not up to par either with some of the other third-person action RPG games that are out there.
Can't be.
It's pretty simple
Ark.
looking.
No one has seen one in almost 50 years, let alone outside the Veil.
The Archons never left the Enclave. Still, you need to get...
Oh, here comes the big Drake dude. Yep.
You've got to hold it off. We'll work on an
Hold it
escape.
off. Size of that bloody thing. Oh. Oh, fucking hell. I think I'm just gonna make a run for it. I make a run for it. Jesus. There you go, I've frozen it in place. I don't know if that'll help. Can I actually do any damage on it? Yeah. Fuck all damage though. It's like hitting a bear with a fucking pea shooter. It literally feels like I'm attacking a bear with a pea shooter. Oh fuck. Yeah, just the same as the demo. You don't have to actually survive a whole fight with it. It's just enough for you to get to the next bit. She looks so good when she's doing it. It's just a shame that I don't. I think you've pissed it off. Oh, it's had enough. Is it? It's had enough of us? Oh, we've got a nice shield around us. Under the dome. Well, thank God for the dome.
Skies. If this isn't the strangest.
Whatever the hell that bloody robot-looking thing is.
What the...
Dwemer-looking thing. Reminds me of Skyrim.
Everything okay back there?
Change of plans, everyone! Pack up!
You're... What?
We're coming to you, Bryn. Follow that arc. We need to go now. Up ahead. Clean.
Cutscenes look like an animated movie, don't they?
Keep moving. Guys, the arc.
Kind of looks like something Studio Ghibli would make, almost. The intro part, anyway. The little cutscenes. ambient temperature strongly affects, and I won't read any more then. Ooh, bit of pop in there. Quite a bit of pop in.
Has anyone else noticed we're practically sitting on a loom gate?
That can wait, Dom. Aurea, you should be resting. If your wing doesn't heal, our point is out of commission.
That's what I need to address. While my wing recovers, Bryn will take over expeditions as our acting point.
You sure she's ready for all of this?
Bryn did face down an Ash Peak Drake and lived to tell the tale. I think we're in good hands.
Yes. I have every confidence that she will make a great point.
As long as we don't all die here first.
The team needs a pep talk. Remind them we're still Weavers. The team needs to have faith in me, inspire them with confidence. The team is understandably nervous of a reassurance. The team needs a pep talk.
Hey, take a moment to remember. We're in the Enclave. Haven't we all fantasized about this? This place holds mysteries beyond our wildest dreams and secrets to our past as Weavers. It's time to uncover them.
Revelations await us.
Exactly. When we first set out to investigate the Veil's shadow, we had no idea we'd end up here. The Enclave was once a safe haven for all Weavers, and the pinnacle of innovation. Since the Veil went up, Weavers took the blame for decades of war. Stories that put children to bed preached the evils of our magic. All because of what happened here. We owe it to ourselves and to our brethren across the Maida to find out not just what happened, but why. Maybe then, Weavers can find our place in the world again. But first, survival. Bryn, that's you and me. Find me when you're ready. Adjourned.
So when you're not in the outside well bits, you've got a little hub.
The
You
scribe.
can interact.
The
read
whole band
stuff,
gathers around when I'm away from camp.
do your
It's nice to have people
crafting
literally
and
watching
bits
my
and
back.
pieces. But even the hub kind of has that Fortnite kind of cel-shaded style to it. You can talk to, obviously, all the people that live and work here, and your teammates. Consult with Aurea to plan the next steps. You can do all your crafting here as well. So all your bits and pieces you've been picking up. Your mark objectives are clear and simple. Well, they are. That's the person that you need to talk to. So yeah, a little bit of stuff does remind me of the Horizon game, and the main character kind of reminds me a little bit of Aloy. It probably will be something that, if you can get into it, it'll probably be really good. But I've seen so many of these types of games, and the first initial impressions were it just wasn't anything that unique. Well, it didn't grip me anyway. When I played the demo, and I played the demo for over an hour. I don't usually check out demos before I review games, but yeah, I played the demo, and I wasn't gripped by it. But I thought I'll give it another go with the full thing and see if my opinion changes. But unfortunately, I can't sit here for an hour to 2 hours playing this. This is a review, so I will be getting to the point and giving my final opinions shortly. Blazing a Trail is the next quest on the agenda.
So after all the legends, this is it. The Enclave.
Legends for you, maybe. Some of us trained under weavers who were born here. Still, it is surreal to see it for myself now. You're going to be out there, exploring. Promise to take it all in for me.
She seems sad, sympathise with her that she's missing the first expedition. This is my calling, assure her I won't fail. I'm becoming point sooner than I expected. Wonder if she thinks I'm ready.
I was made for this, Aurea. Failure hasn't even crossed my mind.
Watch that ego. Overconfidence can come back to smack you in the face.
Yeah.
That said, getting smacked in the face is your job from time to time. Just learn from it when you can.
I know. I got this.
Anyway, enough with the sentimentality. For your first expedition, we need to get the lay of the land. Thankfully, Lane Free has an old map of the Enclave to help us get our bearings. It's 60 years old, pre-Surge. No chance it's accurate, but that's where you come in.
I'll update it as I go.
Exactly. We've made camp in what was once a way station for caravans entering the Enclave. Just below us is Glintwood Hollow, a valley on the outskirts of the Enclave. I've scanned it from the Overlook, and we've got 2 landmarks of note. A second loom gate, and what appears to be a giant statue, possibly an ark.
You can see it from here? Must be massive.
If either is functional, Dom will throw you a party. I'll be with you on the scry. With fewer tangles, we're hoping the connection will be stronger. The path is down by your tent.
I'll head out now.
This is essentially what you do. Your hub area that you come back, do your crafting, you're talking to people, etc, etc. Then you use your little portal gate. I think that's what I did. Did I use the portal gate?
So this is a loom gate. It's taller than I expected.
The Enclave constructed these for transit. Oh, imagine being able to travel leagues instantly. If only it were working.
There's no sign of damage. It just seems inert.
Deactivated, perhaps? Or simply lacking the energy such a powerful enchantment would need.
You'd know better than any of us. If we could get it working, though.
Oh, the possibilities. All the places we could go. Oh, to hold the hand of my most darling wife as we whisked around the Enclave. Metaphorically, of course. The loom gates famously moved people one at a time. Too dangerous otherwise, I imagine.
They sweep together, complement their collaboration. There's time for love later. Champion the prospects of instant travel. This is getting too lovey-dovey. Offer them some privacy.
You're cute together. It's great to see a couple that shares such a love of their work with one another.
Who could have it any other way?
After being together for 7 years, we're bound to have something in common.
You would hope.
Come, my love. There must be something in the archives.
Right. Oh, we don't use the portal. I was thinking we did. I was getting confused with another game. So we should have a map now. There you go. There's your map. You get to fill it in as you go along. You can't use your powers or anything when you're in the hub area. It doesn't let you. And when you press on travel, it will take you outside of the hub. So even though it looks connected, you don't actually go from one area to the other. It's all hub based, so it's not really truly open world as such. I'm noticing a bit more of that popping I did let the game auto set, and it auto set it to epic, depending on what settings you got. I didn't change any of the settings at all. I just left it as whatever the game decided I should run it on. It set it all to epic, but I've been noticing a little bit of popping, but no performance stutters, thankfully. It's not been too bad on that. So yeah, I personally think the game's a mixed bag graphic-wise. Some bits look really pretty, some bits look average. I'm not so keen on the mountains and some of the rocks. The characters look really good. The cutscenes look really stunning. Reminds me a little bit of like watching a Studio Ghibli movie, in a way. Right, this blazing a trail. Scout Glintwood Hollow. Look for a second loom gate with Fella's Arch. Look for a great arc in the collapsed mine. I won't be playing much more of this. I need to sum up, and I'll give my final opinion.
I've got you clear as a sands of summer, Bryn.
No interference from the Enclave?
None. The connection is much stronger than outside the Vale.
That's reassuring.
As you can see, if we go back to the map, it gives you a map of the particular area that you're in, shows you exactly where you are, and some of the bits are not filled in, so you need to discover them. Another enemy. Again, it looks like just a different colour version of what we fought in the previous section. Not a lot of variety on the enemies. Not at the start. There probably will be later on. Oh, Spectacular Vista. Which is like one of the little collectibles in the game. You got your spells menu or your strands. And so far, we've just got Ice Wall and Weaver's Grip, and obviously you can switch between bow and your sword and shield. Thought I could pick the flowers or the fruits up. Obviously not. Yeah, combat isn't bad. It's fairly smooth. I've got no major complaints with the combat. It's pretty standard. It's nothing revolutionary.
More arcs.
And they're clearly happy we're here.
Oh,
Arcs were supposed to be used for manual labor. Hostility is strange.
I think you can pick people up as well, if you can. So using your strands, you can pick people up and throw them against walls, throw them into other enemies, and so on. There's a game where you can pick people up like that and throw them, and it's completely lost me what the name of it was. But yeah, there's something very similar to another game I've played where you can pick enemies up like that and manipulate them in the air and throw them. It does kind of feel like you can almost break the environment.
Fresh water in walking distance of the campsite.
I'll set
Yeah,
up a
the water
purifier
doesn't
for
look
it
too
and collect
bad.
later.
Graphic-wise for the water is pretty good.
Hydra's Brook, aptly named for the spirit of water that flows.
Plant, you smash that, yeah. You can break most things, pick them up. I didn't get into any crafting or cooking or anything like that in the demo version, but I know that you can do that in the game. I don't have time for it, sadly, to show you. You up and slam you against the wall like that. I like doing that. Cool. It's on normal difficulty, and so far the challenge seems just about right. It doesn't feel too hard, it doesn't feel easy. I'm probably relieved I didn't have to fight that big Drake thing, so I think I probably would have got my butt kicked. But you weren't meant to, it was part of the story.
Creatures
You were
could be
meant
hunted
to,
for food. Any of these plants
last
edible?
so long, and
Dan
then
will put
after
anything in
you
his
move
mouth
on
if
to
he's
the
curious
next
enough.
bit.
Whatever he doesn't vomit, we'll eat.
Just try not to poison him.
The game would probably be a little bit repetitive to some.
This must be Hydra's Lake.
But lakes are still. Why name it after the spirit of flowing water?
With the constant smashing and breaking things, so if you're alright with that, then you'll probably have no problem with it all. Got some different enemies now. Try and get out of here. We can actually slam them against each other. Oh, you're still chasing after me.
I was right. It is an ark. A great one.
It isn't moving. I'll get a closer look.
Oh, someone firing at me. This reminds me a little bit of that game Shadow of the Colossus. You have to climb up the big tube. If you've ever played Shadow of the Colossus, you have to fight it by taking it out from the top.
An ark of the stricken earth, I would guess.
What the
Any
hell?
chance
He's
you could
firing
bring
at
a
me.
piece of it back to camp?
Doubt my sword is strong enough.
Too bad. Strange that it's just standing there.
Maybe the second loom gate will tell us more. Enclave constructs are believed to be interconnected in many ways.
Right then, so to sum up, Eternal Strands by Yellow Brick Games. For me, it's been a bit of a mixed bag. It's had fairly okay combat, but it's not anything that surprised me. For me, I've seen so many of these sort of games before, hot and cold, you know, shooting ice spells over fire to get past, picking up things and lobbing them, smashing things and breaking things. It does kind of look and feel a little bit like Fortnite, but without you shooting, you're using obviously melee combat and spells. The cutscenes are pretty nice. I said it reminds you a little bit of watching like a Studio Ghibli movie. Graphic wise, I'd say it's a mixed bag. Some of it looks good, some of it looks really good. Performance wise, I've had no major problems with it at all. Your mileage with this will be depending on how much you really get into it. As far as I'm aware, you only control the one character. You have like party members, but I don't think you actually switch between them. The bosses, which I've never actually fought a boss, I've seen the trailer on Steam showing you some of the boss fights. They look pretty cool. Would I recommend the game? Well, it all really depends on how much you really dig these sort of things. For me personally, it's not really gripped me. It's not something that I could honestly see myself coming back to and really playing again and again and again. If a game doesn't grip me from, I'd say, the first half an hour to an hour of playing it, it didn't when I played the demo. I just didn't really feel like I was playing anything that new or unique. It kind of felt like I'd seen it all before, but it wasn't bad. So I'm not saying this is a bad game or have any personal problems or issues with it, but whether I would personally recommend it, I personally wouldn't buy it if I'm brutally honest. So I wouldn't spend my money on it. So my final opinion on Eternal Strands is, GamerPauly says I would play it for free. While it's nothing bad, and it does look nice most of the time, and I'm sure it will be a lot more fun as you get a bit more into it with the boss fights and you open up the game and getting new powers and things. I can't see myself personally returning to it time and time again. So if there's still a demo on the Steam store or the console, then I'd recommend you check out the demo. That's one thing I'd say definitely do. Check out the demo if it's still available. Give it a whirl. If it's something that it looks like it's for you or suits your style, then give it a whirl. But you're looking at $33.50 on Steam, and it's probably a little bit more on consoles. Well, thank you to Yellow Brick Games and Terminals for providing me with a free review code. I hope whoever watched the stream has enjoyed the stream. It will be uploaded to YouTube tomorrow. If you do watch on YouTube, if you prefer to just watch the video. Right, that's GamerPauly signing off. Take care, guys, and I'll see you next time.